done everything in his power to distance himself from the billionaire financier and his vile crimes.
I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
But for Maria, there can be no doubting the depth of their relationship.
Epstein said he was his best friend. He just said, "That's my best friend."
Maria was in her early 20s when she was hired and abused by Jeffrey Epstein in the mid-1990s. During that time, she witnessed firsthand how close her boss was to Donald Trump.
Epstein said when Trump and his wife divorced, Ivana, he said, "I inherited Trump and Ghislaine inherited Ivana. And so you'll see Ivana at the house a lot and you'll see Trump at the offices, but the twain will never cross. They'll never meet."
It was in Epstein's Manhattan office that Maria claims she had a disturbing encounter with the now president.
First time I met him was the night before I started my job. And Epstein said, "I need you to come up to the offices." And I was like, it's 9 o'clock at night, you know? And I guess I'll just run up there. And he said, "Okay." So I get there and I'm all sweaty and running shorts. Donald Trump walks in and he was really strange. And he stood, hovering and smirking, like all knowing, like omniscient grin, like a Cheshire grin. So I made I don't know, it was just an instinct. I made the ugliest face I could think of. And Epstein thought it was adorable. He walked out and he goes, "Oh, no, Maria, no, she's not here for you." Just like that, he emphasized, "She's not here for you." He goes, "Come with me." And he escorts Trump. So here's Epstein's part. He escorts Trump into this other room. And Trump utters, under his breath, he mutters, "Oh, I thought she was 16. And I thought that was just really weird. Like it was beyond locker room talk.
Maria says she never saw Trump behave inappropriately, and the White House has contested her version of events, insisting the president never visited Epstein's offices. So when the White House says Donald Trump was never at Jeffrey Epstein's offices, is the president lying?
Oh my heavens, yes. Yes, he's lying.
Want to know how I got my
The friendship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is well documented. For nearly 2 decades, they were well known as men about town. One, a notorious property developer, the other, a wealthy financier. They were often seen together at parties and events from New York to Florida. Trump was a passenger on Epstein's private jet, both alone and with his family. Epstein was even a guest at Trump's wedding to Marla Maples. And in 2002, he described Jeffrey Epstein as a terrific guy, telling a journalist that his friend was a lot of fun to be with and that he liked beautiful women, many on the younger side. But behind the glamorous facade, Jeffrey Epstein was a monster. By 2006, he had been exposed as a pedophile,
Yes, ma'am.
convicted of child sex trafficking. But it would be years before the true extent of his depravity would be revealed.